Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Wolfstalker25 and today I have a new action figure review for you guys on the Jazwares Pokémon Select. I believe this is called Trainer Team Toxtricity. This is a weird one I did not expect, did not see coming. It released at the time of recording this is I believe May 21st as I'm recording. This came out in like early April, I think. Like early to mid-April. So I've had this guy for about probably 2 or 3 weeks now. Actually, probably a month now. Probably had this guy for about a month now. Did not expect it to release. It came out with Flygon at the same time. $20, Target exclusive. So a little odd. As you can see with mine, I unfortunately have a little bit of a bending issue on these two parts. Had to throw them in a bin for like a couple days while he did some rearranging, and he got a little messed up. But interesting figure. They previously released a Toxtricity in the battle figure line. They re-released it with like the sparkly pearlescent paint job, and they called it a Pokemon Select, but it wasn't Pokemon Select. So this is the official one. So I don't have the other one, so I can't compare it to it, but this one's way bigger and actually movable. He does also come with one of your typical stands. I don't think this is the actual one he comes with. This is probably one that came with like Charizard and Garchomp. I don't remember how many segments the stand was that came with him. So it was either this one or it was like maybe one segment less. I can't remember, but doesn't really matter anyways because Toxtricity honestly doesn't need the stand unless you want to do like jumping poses or like cool action poses with them. So articulation, well, sculpt wise, honestly, sculpt wise is pretty good, pretty cool. You got some soft like rubbery plastics on him. Like this is like squishy and hollow for the tail. This is like a softer rubber plastic here. Hard plastics all over the other places. Some relatively good articulation. So the mouth does open, so it opens, closes. The head does not look side to side at all, unfortunately. He gets about that far down, that far back, because you start running into the spine over here. The arms could do a full 360. No, they can't. No, they can't. I take that back. So they can only rotate back. Oh, well. All right. If you force it, you could do a full 360. Joint wise, that far up, that far down. Elbow is double jointed. So you could get it that far. The wrist does swivel and hinge. So that far back, that far in. The fingers do have articulation on all of them. They all have a joint. They could open up about that much and then obviously close up. Let's see, I think you gotta bring the thumb in first. So thumb in first, fingers in. You could close up that much for a fist, or like, since these are supposed to be musical Pokemon, like a strumming hand. There is a like bulb joint or something at the waist here, so you could go forward that much, back that much. Not really side to side. He's got like a little wobble tilt, but you know, it's probably just from it being loose. You could turn them a little bit side to side, but not any tilt side to side. The legs go up that far, back that much. They have a little bit inward and a little outward. So single jointed knee only gets your back that far, forward that much. Legs, like I said, don't have much. They start going outward. The ankle has like a little bit of back and then a bit of forward. And then he does have a tiny rock, but not much. It's not really an ankle rocker. So Toxtricity, very interesting. Like I said, didn't see this figure coming at all. It wasn't one on my radar that they would make. I figured they'd make a lot of Gen 1, 2, 3 Pokemon. Maybe even some Gen 5, since those are like the more popular, prominent generations. And there's a lot of Pokemon that they can make in all those. So, very interesting. So, scale-wise, next to some other figures. This is the Hasbro Marvel Legends Scarlet Spider. Do you plan on reviewing him sometime soon? Star Wars The Black Series Captain Rex. We have your G.I. Joe Classified Snake Eyes. Your Power Ranger lightning. Oh, you're okay. All right. Your typical falling over of figures here. I don't know why he's all of a sudden falling when he's been standing fine for literally days. Got your Power Ranger Lightning Collection, Red Ranger, so bring him there, and then your Fortnite Victory Royale, the Foundation. So here he is with all your Hasbro brands, in case you want to make any of these guys Pokemon trainers, or if you want to use any bodies, you know, any respective bodies from those lines as a Pokemon trainer. There you go. I'm sure some Star Wars Black Series characters could actually work relatively well as a like trainer human body, or some teenage Marvel Legends. Alright, SH Figure Arts Goku. We're still gonna bring her in because she's supposed to be part of all the size comparisons. We got Figma Samus, Mafex, Nightwing. Forgot to do this one with the Flygon review. We got the Mezco Stealth Iron Man. So there's a look at all those. Pretty cool looking. And then we got our last 4 to do. Let me know, by the way, in the comments. I mean, most of you guys that are probably viewing this are more Pokemon fans, so maybe you collect some other stuff. But let me know in the comments if there's anything else, like another brand maybe that you don't see displayed here that you would like to see in the size comparisons. And if I own it, I could try and add it in. I did used to have the Jazwares Fortnite figure in the size comparison, but since those 6-inch figures are so retired, I just don't see a need in including it anymore. And then here we go, left to right, Mythic Legion, 1000 Toys, Jazwares Pokemon, McFarlane. So there you go. There's your size comparisons with all the other brands that we have here. Pretty cool, pretty good. Everybody scales relatively well. This Toxtricity is a bit big. I mean, as you see with Master Chief here, Master Chief should be about almost like high 6 foot, 7 foot tall. Like, so Toxtricity is pretty big. Now, if we're going to scale them up to some other Pokemon, let's say battle figures, we have firstly, this is the Figma Gloria. So this is the Pokemon trainer from the region where Toxtricity's from. And as you can see, let's say she's like 5 foot, like your typical trainer height. He's, you know, well over 6 foot something tall. I wouldn't even, oh, I didn't even do a height check on Toxtricity. That's my bad. Glad I thought of that. So, so Toxtricity is to the top of the electric fin, 8 inches tall. So yeah, big boy. Gloria here, if I'm remembering right, did I ever do a review on her? I don't know if I did a review on her. She's a little under 5 inches tall, probably at 4¼ inch. So yeah, he has about probably little under 4 inches tall compared to her, like height wise. But here's another Pokemon Select. We have Suicune here up first. A Epic Battle figure. This is your Epic Battle Venusaur. So another poison friend for Toxtricity. Can't get him too close, so there you go. Venusaur should be bigger. I would love if Pokemon Selects would do an actual like proper Venusaur. They probably never will, but here we go. We got a battle figure Psyduck, a battle figure Pikachu because he's the mascot and gotta include him. We got a Jolteon, and we got a Beldum. So there's a look at all those different ones here with them. We're gonna get into more of the actual select comparisons now. At some point, I remember had a conversation with someone in the comments of one of the older Pokemon videos, I believe it was, and they had a good idea to do like a ranking of all the Pokemon Selects. So at some point, probably in the near future, I don't know if I'm going to wait for Entei to come out or if I'm going to do it pre-Entei or post-Entei. But I'm going to do a review of all the Pokemon Selects they've ever released as like a big ranking comparison. Check them all out on the table at the same time. If they'll all fit, they probably won't. I might have to move out the Hall of Armor to actually do that. But yeah, we'll probably do that at some point. So we got a Bandai Model Kit Gengar, the Pokemon Select Mewtwo, which came out like last November. I planned on doing it as a review, and then just holidays and family stuff and all these other things just popped up, and I unfortunately just got so busy and then lost some motivation that it just made it hard to want to do all the reviews, and I'm trying to do catch up now. So Mewtwo will have a review coming at some point. There's Flygon on the flight stand next to Toxtricity. So Flygon is shorter, obviously. You can check that out in the Flygon review where I had him actually sitting. Here is Tyranitar, your Pokemon Select that came out in 2023. And then here's another epic battle. We'll just bring out Metagross. I do plan on doing a review on this figure. This guy was 20 bucks. Got him at GameStop. He's like impossible to find now, unfortunately. So the review is going to be a retroactive one. So good luck finding him. I think he's like at least double the price, or you can maybe find him for like 35 on Amazon. But this Metagross is pretty awesome. I honestly want a second one to paint it. And then lastly, we'll bring out your basic Charizard. This is the second re-release of him in the Garchomp 2-pack. And speaking of, we'll bring out Garchomp as well, because we do need to do a review of this 2-pack. So this 2-pack will probably be reviewed next on the channel. You probably have already seen the Flygon review. If you've watched all these, then we have Toxtricity, which is the current one you're watching right now. Garchomp will be next, probably, and then maybe Mewtwo after that, and then Raikou, probably, according to how those will be. And then by the time Raikou's review is probably out, I'm hoping we get some news on Entei, because we're already looking at the end of May here, and Entei was revealed before Flygon or Toxtricity ever was. So I don't even know what series we're up to now on these releases. I think Flygon and Toxtricity are probably, I think Mewtwo was series 5, so these are probably like series 6 or 7 now at this point. So yeah, either way, cool figure for $20. I think he's solid. I think he's one of the middle grounds of the Pokemon Selects. He's more of your humanoid shape, so he works. I don't know what else I would have liked on him. Maybe a better waist cut to do a better, like maybe a better like ball joint, or like, I guess you can't really do a joint up here because you had to do a weird cut somewhere and it wouldn't work that well. So I don't know how you get more articulation here. The head would have been nice if it had like a cut up here and you split this, but again, then you split the fin. So I don't know how you do a better articulation on this guy. Honestly, he's a very weird Pokemon. I never seen them making this one. I'm really hoping we get some new like Gen 9 Pokemon at some point. I would love Ceruledge and Armarouge at some point, but for a Target exclusive price point of $20, still available on the website, I think, and in store as far as I'm aware. I got them about a month ago, so Pokemon Selects are becoming rare again. It's very weird. So if you don't pre-order these guys, or order them like when they release, like these guys didn't even have a pre-order, they just became available. If you don't really order them when they come out, you have about like a month or two of shelf life, and then they're gone, and then they're like crazy prices, I think. So if you are interested in this guy at all, probably pick them up. You might find them on a sale. Sometimes the Pokemon Selects get discounted for like 15-10 bucks, so maybe get lucky and you play clearance chicken with them. But if you're a fan of Gen 8, if you're a fan of Toxtricity, if you're a fan of Pokemon in the Pokemon Select line, like I am, I'm a fan of the Selects and I want to collect all of them. So I gotta catch them all, you know. So I think he's worth it for the $20, but it would have been nice to get something else with him. But yeah, no, that's I guess that's it. So hopefully you found the review helpful. If you did, would always appreciate a like and a subscribe if you're new here and haven't done so already. I do try to make at least a video or two a week for reviews. I'm gonna maybe try and get out like maybe some other overall collection videos, or some top 10 most wanteds in some of these, or top 10 favorites of what I own, stuff like that. So let me know what you'd like to see in the comments down below. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye.